apa?
Thank you so much. Welcome everyone. Welcome Teacher Nirmala, Teacher Dora, Teacher Maki, and Teacher Riham, Mr. Vitoyo. Thank you for coming. Teacher Salman Khan, welcome. Over to you, Teacher Wahyu.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Wahyu Trimay Susanti and I will be a moderator today with my partner Winda Medianti. And everyone, welcome to our first IELTA webinar. In this webinar session, we will discuss about SimpleTech, a multifunctional browser for English teacher. Everyone, let me read the rundown of the today's webinar. First, there will be an IELTA Indonesia promotion and opening remark. Before the presentation, SimpleTech, a multifunctional browser for English teacher, I will read our speaker profile. After that, there will be a question and answer session during the presentation. Please leave your questions in the chat box or raise your hands to ask questions. Please excuse when there are so many questions and we can't read your response because of the time limit. Attendance form and certificate will be sent before we close our webinar, and we give you an additional 2 hours before the form closes. First, let me introduce you to the team core leader and IELTA ambassador, Urifa. She will promote IELTA Indonesia and give an opening remark. Teacher Urifa, time is yours.
Thank you so much, Teacher Wahyu. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for your coming to our first IELTA Indonesia webinar. And today, on behalf of IELTA Indonesia team, I would like to welcome you all to the first IELTA Indonesia webinar entitled Multifunctional Browser for English Teacher. And special thanks to IELTA Indonesia core members who are working hard to make this webinar successful. In this valuable moment, I would like to introduce our member. The IELTA Ambassador Indonesia is Urifa, I myself, and then Vice Ambassador is Rudi Salam, Mr. Rudi Salam Sinulinga, And General Secretary is Ms. Hola Francisca. Administration Department Director is Ms. Octaviani. Social Media Campaign and Marketing Director is Ms. Winda Meidianti. Academic Department Director is Mr. Fajaruddin Akbar. Training Coordinators is Mr. Yuda Pamungkas. And Research Program Coordinator is Ms. Wahyu Tri. And once again, welcome to all of you to our webinar. Hope you enjoy it and get useful knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teacher Urifa, for your excellent speech. Next session, let me introduce you all to our today's speaker, Fajaruddin Akbar. He is a dedicated English teacher and educational technology practitioner from Indonesia. He's active in promoting the open educational resources and practices that align with open access to learning and education. He loves to grow and support educational communities which encourage and promote sustainable learning for educators and students globally. Please welcome Teacher Fajaruddin Akbar. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Million thanks, Ms. Wahyu, also Bu Uri. It was a very nice introduction, a very nice opening. And thank you, of course, to everyone. So IELTA members around the world, especially from Indonesia, and also especially for all beloved educators for joining us in this Sunday. Maybe some of you are having a rest. Some of you are still on your way, having a vacation in this lovely weekend with your family. And we really appreciate your time coming to our session. And hopefully we can make use of our time to learn together, to improve ourselves as educators. Okay, and of course, I would like to share my screen. Okay, right, so it should be a little bit surprising. So this is my presentation. Yeah, I'm not using any slides today. We're going to see a demonstration, a live demonstration. So for those who might ask about presentation slides, so I'm so sorry. I won't provide any because I don't use any today. I don't use any presentation slides. So we're going to see a live demonstration of regarding the title. Okay, a simple fact, a multifunctional browser. And of course, if you have any questions, you can just ask through the chat. I will try my best to catch up while presenting and also demonstrating to your question. So let's say if there's something that I missed and you want to know more about anything that I'm demonstrating at the moment, you can ask through the Zoom chat. And later on, we can have an open-ended discussion after the demonstration. Okay, so some of you might be familiar, some of you might a little bit familiar, some of you might not. Okay, so this is a browser, a plain browser. Everyone has it. This is like one of the basic things that we use in our laptop, computers, mobile phones, or anything, mostly digital devices. If you want to use the internet, you use the browser. Okay, and this browser is from the Microsoft. If you buy a new laptop, if you have your laptop right now, which is a Windows laptop, this is the built-in browser that you have before you install Google Chrome, Mozilla, or any other browser. This is the pre-installed or the built-in browser on your laptop. The name is Microsoft Edge. We used to know Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer now has been updated into Microsoft Edge. Okay? I will not say this is the best browser. I will not say this is the best application or anything. This is just the things that we are currently learning and try to use to support our teaching and learning progress in the classroom, and of course to facilitate our students. Okay, so basically this is Microsoft Edge. This is the display. This is something that you can find in your laptop. You can just find Microsoft Edge. Okay, if you buy a new laptop, if you have your laptop right now, you can find Microsoft Edge. Okay, that is the main browser that your laptop has if you have a Windows laptop. Okay, so this is the plain home page. Okay, so this is basically one of the most basic skill that we need to browse the internet. But for today, in this current occasion, we're going to align it. We're going to focus on the, or let's say the feature that can help us with teaching. Okay, a simple thing. Okay, so actually I have prepared two tabs on the left. You see it might be a little bit different where you use Google Chrome, the tabs is on the top, but here we have the tab on the left. Okay, so I have already opened two tabs that we are going to see, so I can demonstrate what is the function. What's so good about Microsoft Edge? What can we use it for teaching? What's the difference between like Google Chrome or any other browser that we use mostly every day in our teaching and learning, let's say, practice. Right, so first one, I will, so this is a website. Actually, you can just open any website with this browser, of course, like browser. Okay, so this is your Open University website, which is Open Learn. It provides free access to learning, free courses, free articles, and anything. But that is not our main concern today. So this is just like to show, to give an example how the function of this browser works. I have specifically prepared a topic, which is language, our expertise, let's say our field in this context, language. And I also have chosen English language. So here we have articles, we have reading text. Okay, actually I can just choose randomly because that is not our main concern. I will just choose global English because I think this is quite highly relevant to our situation. IELTA, International English Language Teachers Association. Right, so here you see an article, a plain article. Okay, you can open it anywhere, anytime online with any browser. But now I'm opening it with Microsoft Edge. So what's the difference? Okay, if you see like this browser has a little bit different view or display rather than Google Chrome or any other browser. The thing that I'm going to show you is on the top right here. Okay, I will ask Miss Uri maybe. Miss Uri, can you see the top right button like a book? You can say it, Miss Uri. The one that I'm pointing. Okay. All right. So if you see it, it's written there.
Yes.
Can you read what's written on the cursor?
Enter immersive reader.
Yeah. So thank you, Uri. Thank you to our ambassador. So this is what we are going to see. So I'm going to enter immersive reader on this page. Okay. Yeah. So this is the immersive reader. So what's an immersive reader? Just like the name, it's immersive. It's an immersion function. Okay. So this function could help teachers and students to get more access or make it more accessible for reading. That's the key, for reading. Okay, so what's so different? I mean, like, it's just still the same plain text. You see here we have read aloud, we have text preferences, we have grammar tools, and we have reading preferences. Yes, we are going to see the grammar tools. Okay, it's grammar. Okay, but I'm going to focus on reading preferences first. So in this reading preferences feature, if you open it, the first one that I personally really like, okay, it helps me a lot in reading because personally I experience this problem with reading. If you have ever heard like dyslexia and then something with the attention deficit disorder where it's quite difficult for some people to focus on text, to focus on a line. So in this line focus feature, if you turn it on, we can have things like this. And that. So it erases the distraction, like that, the other text, the abundance of long text. So it can focus on each line of the text, like that. Okay. Oh, why it's only one line? It's quite difficult. Yeah, we can set it to 3 lines, or even the maximum of 5 lines. Yeah, this is really simple. it is really simple for some people, for most people. But there are these situations where it's quite difficult to follow or to focus on text, which is like too long or maybe difficult paragraph. But by using this line focus, it will help the students and especially myself when it comes to problem reading, like focus problem. Okay, that's one. Okay, it's not really, let's say, significant. Now we have picture dictionary. Just like the name, it's a picture for a dictionary. Yes, thank you, Brinda. Great tool for dyslexic student. That's what I have experienced my whole life. Being a dyslexic student was a very difficult, and I believe all teachers want to help every student to make it inclusive. Okay, so we have picture dictionary. Just like the name, it's a picture of a dictionary. So how it works? So it's written here, when your cursor change to a star, select the word to see a picture. Okay, so I will say this, let's say, like this. So you can click the word and make it a picture. So it can give a glance or a little bit, let's say, Pictionary or describe the word like that. So it's really helpful to give comprehensible input at least. Like, without translating words, we can give them context. Like that. Okay, we have English, let's say, divided like that. So it gives not a direct translation, but something to think of. Right? Makes learning deeper, I should say. Okay, and yeah, mostly like that, modern. So it's like mobile phone, and then we have speakers. Okay, speakers like someone who speaks. So that is picture dictionary. Okay, right. Let's move on. I know this is really interesting for you. And also we have translate feature, and it is a built-in, so you don't have to, let's say, open Google Translate. So any translate machine, you can just translate any articles online or any page online to any language that is available. Okay. I saw that there are some of our friends, educator friends from Egypt, and I believe they also use Arabic. Okay, let's try to translate the entire page to Arabic, and let's see if it's accurate. Okay. So,
Oh, very
okay,
nice.
I'm not really good with Arabic. I can read a little bit, but let's say I'm not really sure. Yeah, so it will translate text into the language that is chosen. Yeah, mostly full text like that. Okay, let's say you have an article in your native language, in your own language, and you want to use it as an English learning resource, and you can open it in an immersive reader, and you can change it to Indonesia, to English. Sorry, let's say I'm opening an Indonesian page as an Indonesian English teacher, and I want to make it into English. I can change it to English like that. Okay. All right. Okay.
Can you change it into Taiwanese language, Teacher Fajar?
Okay, let's find it. Do we have Taiwanese?
Yeah, Teacher Winnie is here.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't think I cannot see. But we have Chinese simplified and Chinese traditional.
Okay.
Which one is it? Which one is Taiwanese? Okay, let's say
Chinese, I think.
Okay, Chinese simplified. Chinese traditional. Okay, let's say. Oh, this is simplified.
Oh.
Okay, and this is traditional. I'm so sorry. I don't even.
Just like a magic.
And I believe if we have some friends from traditional, yeah. So this is the traditional one. And we have Armenian in case our friends from Armenians are here.
Oh.
And let's say let's translate it to the host language, which is Indonesian. Okay. Is it Indonesian, Miss Uri?
Yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely Indonesian. Okay, so that is for the translate page. Okay. So I believe we can use this in case we have a reference of a website, and then we can change it to Indonesia to any other language for our learning.
Would you please to translate it to French, Miss Brenda?
Oh, okay, sure, of course. All right, let's find it. I believe it exists, the French option. Ah, we have it.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Is it
So,
Miss Brenda?
Miss Brenda, does it look French enough? Okay, you can say yes, Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce the word, but I believe this one is debut.
Oh yeah, she said
Okay.
yes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so that is for translate, and it comes together with the browser. Okay, so you only need to open the immersive reader features in web page. So you can use this in a web page. If you have like PDF or and the other offline file, I'm afraid you cannot do it. So it only works mostly and effectively on an online web page. As example, you open Facebook on your browser in Microsoft Edge, you can open Microsoft Reader. You open like Wikipedia, you can open Microsoft Immersive Reader like that. Okay, now let's move on to grammar tools. So here in grammar tools, we have syllables, we have part of speech. Okay, but before that, I would like to, let's say, make the text bigger. So here we have text preference where we can change the text size, of course, it's a basic. And then we can also adjust the text spacing. Let's say these letters are too tight or too close to each other. So you can use text spacing and it gives a little bit space, especially for beginner readers. Okay, so it's easier to spell. And let's say I would like to change. So we have 3 accessible fonts, which is easier to read. The main one is Calibri, and we have Sitka, and we have Comic Sans. So these 3 are the easiest, or let's say the accessible font, like that, generally. And then we have column style. Let's say you want to make the paragraph like a bit wide, or let's say a bit narrow, you can change text on stuff. And of course, when you love to read at night, you love to read in a dark place. Maybe you let's say you turn off your bedroom light, or maybe there are some students who have this astigmatis. So I have this problem myself. So astigmatis, like it's quite difficult for them to receive let's say bright light in their eyes. So you can use the dark feature. So it's not really glare or too bright like that. So you can make the size bigger. You can change the background of the text. Yeah. And we'll have more things, of course. Yeah. Choose the color that we love, or the students love to see it. Okay. And now we move on to the grammar tools. So in the grammar tools, first one we have is syllables. Yeah, just like the name syllables. If we turn it on, it breaks the words into syllables, like development of English, global language. Okay, let's say, oh, it's not really accurate. Well, you have to understand this is a robot, so they try their best. So as a human, we decide. Okay, so they will try to break down the words into syllables like that.
Oh, very nice. Just like a magic. I love magic.
So this is technology. This is the future. Okay, and then we have part of speech. I will turn it off. I'll turn off the syllables for a moment. We have part of speech. As example, we want to teach grammar. We want to teach part of speech of the text. So if we turn it on, like example, the noun. So we can change the color. As example, I want to show the nouns as purple. So if we turn it on, so every word that is noun will be purple. Okay, so English is a noun. Development is a noun. Phenomena is a noun. Okay, you can also mix up with verbs. As example, oh, the red ones are a verb. Okay, so if it turns into red, it means it's a verb. Okay, is, so it's a verb. Has, it's a verb. Like that. So somehow it gives, let's say, help, or a little bit easier to teach or to facilitate the students at least. Okay, if I would like to remind you again that it works for any web page online. Okay, so it's not just about this. So you can open other page online, you can turn on the immersive reader and you can use these features. Now we have adjectives, we have adverbs, and even we can show the labels. We have N for noun, ADG for adjective, P for verb. Yeah, things that we know as in English teachers, the things that we love, yeah, grammar. Okay, yeah, it's a great tool for inclusive education. That's true. Okay, so that is for the grammar. Now let's move on to the read aloud. So just like the name, it's read aloud. So I usually use this sometimes if, let's say, I ran out of voice. I have taught for like maybe 4 to 5 hours a day, and I have spoken too much. I already have too many speech today. So I would like the browser to read aloud the text for me so the student can listen to the pronunciation.
The development of English as a global language is one of the most remarkable phenomena of the late 20th and early 21st centuries.
Okay, is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's the read aloud. We can change the voice. We can also change the pace. As example, oh, this is too fast for my students. Yeah. We can make it slower. Okay, I'll play again and play it slower. I'll play from the beginning.
Centuries. The development of English as a global language is one of the most remarkable phenomena of the late 20th and early 21st century.
Yeah, so you can make it slower, you can make it to the slowest, you can make it faster and even fastest. And you can also change the voice. So we have, let's say, several options. We have different kind of English, as we know, along with accent. Okay, I will try to find Indonesian accent of English if we have. Oh, unfortunately, we don't have one. Okay, let's say Indian accent. Okay, we're gonna try it. Indian accent. I'll make it into normal, and I'm gonna try to start from the beginning. Wait.
Global English. The development of English as a global language is one of the most remarkable phenomena of the late 20th and early 21st centuries.
Okay, any friends from India here?
I think from Pakistan,
Pakistan.
Mr. Salma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yes. Oh, yes, that's right, Teacher Widi. We have different accents of English here. Okay, let's find Taiwanese. So we have Taiwanese Mandarin. Okay, yeah. Similar name to you, Xiao Yu. Yeah, let's try it.
Centuries. For the first time in the history of human society, a single language has become sufficiently universal that it can be used as a global lingua franca for communication between speakers of many languages.
Okay, so that was Taiwanese accent. I don't know if it's accurate enough, but Mr. Prajuman Sinraj said, yeah, it was exactly Indian accent. Okay, is it possible for us to put a document in our Google Drive and access it in Microsoft Edge in order to use immersive reader? Unfortunately, the thing with Google Drive, when we open PDF, it's not a PDF reader. So when we open the immersive reader, we will not open the Google Drive PDF reader, but we only open the Google Drive, not the PDF. So my suggestion is, if you want to open the PDF and use immersive reader, is try to find online PDF application. Like we have the online version of let's say Adobe Adobe PDF Reader, you can use the online version. You open it in Microsoft Edge, and Microsoft Edge can read it. Yeah. As far as I know, if we use Google Drive and we open the immersive reader, the immersive reader will open or will detect the Google Drive, but not the PDF. Yeah, so it will immersive the Google Drive web page instead of the PDF. So I would suggest you to use the online PDF reader. I believe there are a lot of online PDF reader nowadays. And if you use online Office, this application or this immersive reader also available on online Microsoft Word. So if you use online Microsoft Word like me here, so on the right side, on the sidebar of Microsoft Edge, you can see the tools. So this is an additional, this is only additional. So we have sidebar search in Microsoft Edge. As example, I would like to show my student, let's say the picture dictionary is not quite clear. I would like to show the students the meaning of bilingual. Okay, I can sidebar search bilingual, and then it shows a search without opening a new tab. So you can open a sidebar search without opening new tab. You can open images like that in the sidebar search without opening a new tab. But if you would like to open the website, first it will direct you to a new tab. As example, bilingual definition, Merriam-Webster. If I open it, if I click it, it will, oh, it's not. It's a new update then. So you can open a new website in the sidebar. So you don't have to open new tab like that. So you can open another things in the sidebar search. And then we have Discover. So in the Discover page, let's say it will open a similar, let's say a reference or similar website that you are opening. Other than that, we have simple things like calculator. So we have word clock. So this is Indonesian time, but you can also add the time as example. Let's say, Teacher Winnie, which one is your time zone? Oh, it's the same. It's 9:35 in Taiwan.
Yes.
Yeah, you can open. It's 1 hour earlier. Yeah, so you can open time and tools, and you have calculator. We have dictionary also, but it's a word-to-word dictionary. We have translator also. We have unit converter, internet speed test. So this is like general tools for everyday use, not just teaching, like that. And we have games. This is not really relevant, but in case you want to open a game. And then it's integrated to Microsoft Office online. So this is the Office that you can use online. So if you have an account, so it's a free account, Office free account, you can open Microsoft Word here, and it will open a new tab, and it will open Microsoft Word online. You can sign in with your Microsoft account. Yeah, I know most of us are more familiar with Google Docs online, Google Drive, but Microsoft also has their own version, which is Office, the online version. Yeah, we used to know Office as an offline application or general application, but it's not available online. Yeah, so if you want to use immersive reader online, you can use the Microsoft Word online, and then you can open the PDF in Microsoft Word online. You can use the immersive reader. Okay. All right. Now we move on to another page. Yeah. So it's a VOA, Learning English. So this is also one of my favorite website when it comes to reading online. Yeah. So it's an authentic reading, of course. And also it's real news. Let's say it's a news. It's an updated global news. Sometimes I invite my students, especially intermediate students, to have a read to the recent news, to the updated news, so they don't just learn English, but they also learn something new by using English. Okay. We're just gonna open one random website. Yeah. So scientists send stem cells into space. NASA supported experiment. Yeah, like any other news, we have text. And then I'm going to try the immersive reader on this page. So you can just click immersive reader, and then it will turn into the immersive reader version of the text. Yeah. We can change the text preference just like the one that we saw. Yeah. You can use the reading preference. You can use line focus. You can use picture dictionary. We can translate them. Use the grammar tools. Use the read aloud. Yeah, we can use it on most online web page. Like that. Even Facebook. Let's say you find a good post on Facebook. It's a good story post on Facebook. You want to use it as your lesson, but you want to make it more accessible. You can use immersive reader on Facebook. Like that. Okay, so we have picture dictionary. Let's say if it works. Yeah, so the thing with picture dictionary, it's not always working, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes there are words that or there are web pages that the picture dictionary cannot detect. So you can use the sidebar search here. Yeah, sidebar search. As example, I would like, what is a stem cells? So the student asks, what is a stem cells, teacher? So you can just find stem cells, and then you can see definition. You can even see images like that. Let's say you want to use the dictionary tools that is in the immersive reader page. As example, enter a word, you can say stem cells, and it can define the words, and even it has the pronunciation.
Stem cell. Stem cell.
And then, of course, we have translator machine. Okay, auto detect. Let's say I would like to say research, and then of course, yeah, it's reset. It's an adapted word in Indonesia. Okay, or let's say we want to change it. We want to change it to, let's say, Chinese traditional. Yeah, so, and it also has pronunciation just like Google Translate.
研究
I'm not sure, but I hope it's right. I hope it's correct. Okay, so overall, that is for Microsoft Edge. So once again, you can find this browser in your computer, in your laptop, and then you can find Microsoft Edge. And also, I wonder why no one asked about this. Okay, so if we can use we can use Microsoft Edge on our mobile phone. So if you are using Android, you can install it or download it in a Play Store. You can find Microsoft Edge. Yeah, it's the mobile version, but it also has the immersive reader. If you are on, let's say, Apple or iOS, you can find it in App Store. You can find Microsoft Edge. Yeah, you can also find it here. Let's say, wait. Yeah, more tools. So if you use Microsoft Edge both on your laptop, your computer, on your mobile phone, you can connect the data. As example, you want to send a page from your phone to your laptop or the opposite, you can use it like that. Yeah. So, well, this is actually irrelevant to English teaching, but let's say if you teach mathematics, it has Math Solver. So Math Solver works when you teach mathematics. You can find type math problems. As example, I would like to type easy things. As a 5 times 23, and then it's just like basic calculator. Okay, and then we can send it. But the thing is, it's not just showing the result, it's also showing recommended videos like that. So it shows, let's say, an explanation video of the math. Okay, and sometimes you can also you can make mathematic items question in this Math Solver. Okay. Other than that, so the other things is we have web capture. So in web capture feature, I would like to quit the immersive reader. we have the immersive reader. So with the immersive reader, I would like to show web capture. So if you right click on your browser, so you have various options. And then we have this web capture. So in web capture, you can, let's say, screenshot the page like this. You can screenshot the page. You choose the page that you want to screenshot, and then you can adjust it without using extra application or extra extension. You can mark up capture. You can do this. So you can draw on the screenshot. You can erase the screen. You can annotate on the screenshot like that. And also actually in immersive reader, we can select as example, I would like to open this as immersive reader, just this. So you can right click and open selection in immersive reader. So the immersive reader will just open the selected paragraph on the right click. So you can block the words and then you can right click and open selection in immersive reader. Okay. And yeah, we have define in so as example, promise and difficult. So we have this, like we can define the words like this.
Promise.
And then we have the definition. So it's a built-in option. If you block a word, it will open this. It will pop up this icon. You can search the word on the sidebar like this. So let's say it makes our work more efficient, easier. We can facilitate our students through the features. But once again, I would like to remind everyone, every educator, that this is just a tool which help us in our daily life. But once again, in the end of the day, the human, the teachers, the students is the center of education. We are the center of learning. We are the one who learn. Okay, this is the last one. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, so for those who want to learn more about Microsoft Edge, and if you are a Microsoft educator, Microsoft Innovative Educator, you can open the Microsoft Learn. You can find this course, which is free course, enrich the learning experience in Edge browser. And in this free course, you will learn overall of the function of Microsoft Edge, the immersive reader, collections, math solver, extension, etc. And of course, you will receive a certificate from Microsoft that you have learned the course. Yeah, I believe most Microsoft Innovative Educator has done this. Yeah. So if you would like to catch up with the deeper understanding of the browser, you can take this free online course from the Microsoft Direct. Okay, well, I think that's all for the demonstration. Back to you, Ms. Wahyu.
Great session. Thank you, Teacher Fajaruddin Akbar. There is still 15 minutes more. Maybe there are some questions for the audiences, please. All the questions are welcome, please. Maybe you can raise your hand and we will unmute.
Okay. Yes, the course is for the Microsoft Innovative Educator. Yes, that's right. That's right. So if you have a Microsoft Educator account, you can take the course. But if you don't have it yet, you can just sign up for a free account on the Microsoft, and then you can take the course. You can get the certificate. You can enhance, let's say, your use of browser. Okay. I'm expecting.
Right, everyone. I think there is a certificate form for today's webinar, so please wait for our certificate. It will send to the chat box.
Okay. Well, I saw Dr. Neil Arevalo. Dr. Neil, the IELTA president.
I think we have
yes, yes.
Yes, you can unmute. Yes.
Good evening from this side. I'm from Uzbekistan. My name is Khurshida Eshimova. I'm an English teacher this year for the 14th year. Very happy to see the how technology is influencing, having a fun and letting us to have more interesting lessons, not for only for the students, but for teachers as well, while we are trying and to work on ourselves. My question is that I see that lots of things are here done by the, led by the teacher. There are other things or other type of activities where students also are included or they are taking part in that. I mean, for example, if we do Kahoot.com, yeah, in Kahoot they do React, and you can see that. I'm not very well known with this what you have said because I was a little later. Then I tried to catch up, but still, could you tell us that are there any advantages or facilities where students also can be part of reacting in these kind of let's say activities? Thank you in advance.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. It is a lovely question. Yes, so this is actually a self-use tools or a self-use application, self-use function. Like there is no collaborative or collaboration activity for the tools itself. But just like I've said, everyone can use this app. If they're on mobile phone, at least the minimum they have mobile phone, they can install it on their mobile phone as Microsoft Edge. So what I encourage to my students, especially for those who learn online, well, let's say at least those who learn online have laptop and let's say computer or maybe let's say mobile phone. Of course, I suggest them where I'm not forcing them to use certain application. I always give flexibility to my students to use or to any learners to use anything that can help them. But of course, I teach several university students, especially, and I also teach several professionals like doctors and engineers or manager. So I suggest them to use this app because actually this is not specifically made for teachers. This is for everyone. This feature is for daily use activity, not just teaching. You can use it while you browse anything. You can use it for working with anything. Let's say you work with emails, you can use it. You have to read an instruction, you can use it. You have to browse for especially higher education students. They need to read a lot of articles, they need to understand a lot of context. They can use this browser. But yeah, unfortunately for the collaborative features or the collaboration activity in this context, it's not let's say purposely made for that. But I believe as educators we have our creativity to innovate or have an initiative to use this collaboratively. But purposely based on the features itself, it's not made for that. So I would really suggest we as educators try to use anything that can help us, and we try to suggest our students or the learners to use the same that we think can help them, and they believe, they feel that it can help them also. And this is the best answer I could give. I hope it solves a bit. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for the lovely question.
That's right. We can use all the tools that we have. Is there any questions from the participants here?
Questions, opinion, sharing,
yes.
It's okay.
Maybe you can just share your experience in teaching using tools of education.
Similar tools like this, especially.
You're very welcome. Please raise your hand and we will unmute you. Raise your hand, please, and we will unmute you.
Actually, I would really like to ask Winnie, to be honest.
Yes, please, Teacher Fajar.
Since Winnie is an MIEE.
Yes,
our Microsoft expert.
She's raised hand right now. Okay. Please, Teacher Winnie.
Hi, everyone, dear IELTA ambassador and member from the globe. First of all, I would like to say thank you and congratulations to Indonesia IELTA. And today, the wonderful, webinar. I would like to say congratulations and also congratulations to our resource speaker, Fajar. to your big, wedding.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, many congratulations to you, your professional and personal, I mean, life. Yeah. I would like to say that today there's a topic about a digital tool. It's very important. Definitely, if you want to educate our learner, the educator need to step outside, try this digital tool. All digital tool, they have a disadvantage and advantage. So you need just to try, different tool and think about, I think Mr. Fadra mentioned about the most important educator are the key, factor. So you need to decide what the purpose you are using the digital tool. So I would encourage all the educator, maybe here we are teaching language, but I think just expand your worldview about your educator's role. So try to learn many digital tools as you can. Microsoft, I think it will be a very resourceful platform. You can learn by yourself pace, and also you could just connect with many global educator, and definitely it's not only teaching you how to use the digital tool. I remember there are some resource courses you can take. The most impressive one, I think that's the Stepstone, for educator, is the 21st century, skill. So it's very provide a very global view about how educator should educate our, learner in the future. So not only talking about the skill of technology. So this platform, Microsoft, I just try, some about, I mean, it's just like a big mountain. But thank you for Mr. Fadra. You cover most of the, the parts of the Microsoft platform. I learned a lot, and especially the immersive reader. I mean, this kind of, because right now it's a global world. For me in my country, so we speak Mandarin. We're learning English, but not English is not so, fluent. I mean, many learner, we are foreign English as a foreign language. So we need to work hard, effort. Sometimes English become a language barrier for learning. But with this immersive reader and also the globalized world, in my school, in my class, we also have many students from abroad. So sometimes the immersive reader function can help them to, accustom themselves to learn Mandarin, and also learn their home using learning subject by their native language. I think that's a really, friendly and very powerful tool for learning. Yeah. So thank you, Fadra, and congratulations again. I also want to learn that how to be MIEE trainer.
Yeah. It's easy for you.
Oh, keep learning. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
So
Winnie.
definitely we would like to have a, invite you or got an opportunity to learn from you about MIEE trainer. Sometimes I think it's confusing.
Yeah, MIE trainer, yeah.
Yeah, again, thank you and congratulations to IELTA Indonesia and Fadra, Mr. Fadra.
Thank you, Winnie. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you everyone. And we have sent the certificate link form in the chat box. Please fill it before leaving the Zoom. And please give us feedback in the form so we can make our webinars better.
Maybe before we close the session, we can have I don't know, take a picture together if it's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Turn
sure.
on everyone's camera, yes. Yes, have
Please
your
everyone turn on your camera so we can take a picture.
on. Thank you very much for
Great.
coming. We really
And would you please to share the certificate for the
yes.
teacher Wahyu and also maybe teacher Winda?
I think we have shared the link.
Yes, I think Teacher Urifa wants us to show the certificate. I mean, the picture of the certificate. Is that
Oh, the
right?
picture of the certificate. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I have closed my Facebook page, so please anyone can help me.
The link.
Yes, the link is on Messengers, I think.
Teacher Uri.
Oh, it's still loading.
I see that we have IELTA president here, right, Dr. Neil? Perhaps we can allow him or her to give a speech for a little while, maybe. Maybe we can unmute Dr. Neil.
Okay, Dr. Neil, welcome and thank you for coming to our webinar. Is Dr. Neil here?
Hello, Rifa. Hello, good morning from Peru. Good evening for you. Thank you so much, Fajarudin, for this interesting webinar. I have Microsoft Edge in my laptop, but I didn't know how to use it because it comes installed when we buy it. And I prefer to use Google Chrome, but now you have showed us how to use Microsoft Edge, and I'm going to start to use it because it has a lot of benefits now for teachers and for the students who learn languages. Now we can find translators, dictionaries, also voices, different accents from different countries. That's great. Thank you so much, Fajarudin, for teaching us this new tool, and thank you, Rifa, for organizing this IELTA Indonesia webinar, and also thank you to all the members from Indonesia. We are so happy to have you in IELTA family. Thank you so much, and we hope to have another webinar from you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Neil. Really appreciate it.
It is our pleasure that you support our program, Dr. Neil, and thank you so much. Okay, wait a minute. I will share the certificate. Even, yeah, this one. Okay. Wait a minute. Teacher Winda?
Yes, Uri.
Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, we will edit the certificate because it is. Oh yeah, this my
It's loading.
my internet connection actually. Not
Yes,
the
it's still loading.
It's loading, Miss
The
Uri.
problem is not the certificate, but my internet connection. So sorry about it.
Maybe now we
Okay. Yeah, Teacher Winda, would you please to present the certificate to the speaker?
Okay,
You
so
can present.
yes, we would like to present the certificate for our resourceful speaker today, Teacher Fajarudin Akbar, for his valuable effort in being a speaker in today's IELTA webinar. So thank you so much, Teacher Fajarudin Akbar.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much,
Miss Winda.
Teacher Winda. And the next certificate will be awarded to. Sorry. No. Wait.
You can turn off background, maybe this way.
Oh, the internet is challenging because the wind is blowing very.
The wind is
Which
blowing.
yes, it is heavy if you
Oh,
are
it's lagging. Oh
so
my
it's easy to
God.
open the door.
Maybe you can send the link in the chat to me,
You can
Miss Winda, Miss Uri. The link in the chat, Zoom chat. I will open it.
you can share from your side.
Yeah. Please, can you send it
Okay.
in the chat, in the Zoom chat? I don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, finally.
Okay, thank you everyone. A lot of
I
applause.
stop sharing screen.
Now you can stop share screen and send the link to direct chat, Miss Uri, to me. I will try to open it.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Pitoyo. Hello, Joshua. Thank you so much for coming. She is the president of IELTA students.
Awesome.
Would you please do say something, Joshua? Mr. Fajar, would you please to unmute Joshua?
Okay. I would. What is it? I couldn't find the name.
Joshua De Villa.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Thanks for coming.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to push through in this webinar. First of all, I would like to say thank you for Teacher Arifa and also to the facilitators of this webinar. The webinar was good. I learned a lot. I was actually watching through your YouTube account a while ago. And so I think that this webinar is so good. I would like to congratulate everyone. I do hope that we could collaborate more with the help of the Student Council. And if you need some help with regards on the webinars that you're going to be pushing through on your specific council in Indonesia and to the other countries, don't worry, you can beep us up and we will help you out as long as we can. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Joshua, the president of Student Council. Thank you for your nice word.
Okay. All right. So, wait. Thank you for waiting, everyone. So while waiting, while we try to open the certificate.
No, I open it.
No. You can open it. You can bottom right, Miss Uri, Bu Uri, bottom right. Yeah, to make it full size. Okay. While waiting, everyone, please fill in the form that we sent in the group. Sorry, in the chat. In the chat. Because the certificate form will be closed in 1 hour. So make sure you open it, and we gladly appreciate your attendance, and please do not share it to those who don't attend. Okay, all right, we can continue.
So the certificate of recognition is awarded to Mr. Fajaruddin Akbar in recognition of his invaluable and exemplary service rendered as a resource speaker during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar with the topic Simple Tech, a multifunctional browser for English teacher, held on July 24th, 2020, in 8 p.m. actually to 9 p.m. Jakarta time virtually via Zoom. Signed by Ambassador IELTA Indonesia and also Dr. Glenn Parilla Cortesano, IELTA Academic Director. Thank you so much, Teacher Fajar, for your valuable presentation. And the next certificate will be awarded to Miss Winda. Miss Wahyu, would you please to read this for her?
Congratulations to Teacher Winda Medianti. This is the certificate of recognition awarded to Winda Medianti in recognition in her invaluable and exemplary service rendered as a moderator during the first International English Language Teacher Association Indonesia webinar. Simple Tech, a multifunctional browser for English teachers, held on July 24th, 20 and 22. Okay.
Thank you so much, Teacher Wahyu.
Thank you.
And then, Teacher Winda, would you please this to read this for Teacher Wahyu?
Sure, I will be glad to read for her.
Wait. It doesn't move. Okay.
Okay, so congratulations. The certificate is awarded to Wahyu Trimay Susanti in recognition of her invaluable and exemplary service rendered as a moderator during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar, Simple Text, a multifunctional browser for English teachers. So congratulations. And also the certificate is awarded to our ambassador, I think. The first one is ambassador. Next, yes. Our ambassador, IELTA Ambassador Indonesia, Urifa, in recognition of her invaluable and exemplary service rendered as the head of core team during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar, Simple Text, a multi-functional browser for English teachers. Next.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. And the certificate is awarded to Hola Francisca in recognition of her invaluable and exemplary service rendered as the core team during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar. Next. And this certificate is awarded to Octaviani Sumerdi Basirun in recognition of her invaluable and exemplary service rendered as the core team during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar. And get well soon for Teacher Octa. And also this certificate is awarded to Mr. Yuda Pamungkas in recognition of his invaluable and exemplary service rendered as the core team during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar. Do we have more certificate?
Yeah, okay, I think two more.
Okay, two more. And the certificate is also awarded to Mr. Rudi Salam Sinulinga in recognition of his invaluable and exemplary service rendered as the core team during the first International English Language Teachers Association Indonesia webinar. One more? Or is that all? Oh, that's for participants, right? Okay.
Yes.
So congratulations, everyone.
Okay, the certificate for the participant is here, and please fill in the form and you get certificate. And thank you so much for all participants. Thank you so much for your support to our first webinar. So sorry if there's something missed or something error. We cannot cope with it because it's about signal and technical issue. Over to you, Teacher Wahyu or Teacher Winda. Now our official program is over, so we can still linger here, and I stop recording.
Teacher Winda.
Yes, so thank you everyone for coming. We really appreciate your coming to our webinar today. And to wrap up the session, you can find the link to watch the recording in your certificate. We will provide the QR code. And then also don't forget to keep contact in our Facebook page. And also you can always ask us question or share many information about teacher development event. So we will keep learning together, and we will always learning from one and another. So I think this is all from us, IELTA Indonesia. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for our speaker. Thank you for the core member. Hi, Teacher Winnie. I'm so glad to see you. You're such a brilliant teacher, shining so bright from Taiwan. And hello, Joshua. It's my first time meeting you. You're such a, I mean, so inspiring person, the president of Student Council. And I see everyone is still here with us. So thank you so much, everyone. Teacher Yuda, Teacher Dora, and Neil, Dr. Neil, Teacher Anna, Teacher Riham. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Teacher Uriva.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Now, officially we stop the program. Now we can mingle. If you still want to stay here, otherwise we don't want to waste your time. So it's a free discussion right now.